Hello everyone, I am Dharmendra Sheth from Fluent Lingua. Today I am going to talk about some commonly mispronounced words in English. And it's going to be a long session. So if you really want to improve your pronunciation in English, please stay with me. The first word is academic. Academic. The first is a as in action, apple, and the second syllable is de, a. So academic, and the stress is on the second syllable. You can speak after me, academic. The second word is accept. Accept. Many people, they say accept. It is not accept, it is accept. The first syllable is the schwa sound, accept. The third word is achieve. It is not achieve, it is achieve. Normally, when the stress is on the second syllable, and if the word begins with a or ab or ad, then very often the first sound is a. For example, advise, appeal, achieve. So the third word was achieve. The fourth is adjacent. Adjacent. Something which is near you. Adjacent. Adjacent to my office, there is a lawyer's office. Adjacent. The fifth word is adjustment. Adjustment. The next word is advertisement. Advertise is a verb and the noun form is advertisement. The stress is on the sound v. Advertisement. There are many words in English where the stress is on v, like this. For example, university. The next word is agenda. Agenda. It is not agenda, it is agenda. The next word is although. The stress on the second syllable, although. The next word is archive. Archive. The next word is assumption. The verb is assume and the noun form is assumption. Another similar word is consumption. Consume is a verb and the noun form is consumption. The next word is asthma. Many people speak it as asthma. It is not asthma, it is asthma. The first is a as in apple. Asthma. The next is at least. At least. The next word, 13, is awkward. O as in organize, ordinary, and then word, awkward. As you know, in the standard British variety of English, the sound r is not spoken unless it is followed by a vowel sound. So the word 13 is awkward. The next is basic. Many people, they speak this word as basic. It is not basic, basic. That's a basic problem. Basic. The next is between. Between. In many speakers' speech, I have heard that word. I'm talking about native speakers of English. Very often they speak between, between. So the first syllable is almost like the schwa sound, b, between. That's because the stress, the main stress is on the second syllable, tween. So either you speak b or b, that doesn't make much of a difference. between. The next word is berry. The spelling is a very poor guide here. The spelling has U, B-U-R-Y, but actually it is spoken as berry. Burial place, burial ground, so berry. It's not bury, it's not bury, it's berry. The next is cassette. Cassette. The next word is chaos. Chaos. I'm sure you know that many words in English containing CH, they are spoken as k, like chemistry. So here the word is chaos. The 19th word is cigarette. Cigarette. The stress on the second syllable, ret. Cigarette. The next 20th word is cinema. Cinema. C-N-M. Cinema. The stress on the first syllable. Let's go ahead in the list. The next word, 21, is coast. C-O-A-S-T. Coast. You should be able to differentiate between cost and coast. Cost and coast. Here we are talking about sea coast. Coast. Not the cost of a product. The next word is colleague. He is my colleague. He works with me in my office. He is my colleague. The stress on the first syllable and the second sound is long E. Colleague. The next word is competition. Competition. The next is component. Component. 25. Confidential. This is a confidential matter. The next word is conscious. Conscious. Many people, they speak year after sh. Conscious. The correct pronunciation is conscious. Conscious. There are many words like that, like cautious, conscientious, and conscious. Conscious. The next word is consumer. Consumer. The stress on s, consumer. The next word is very important, content. Now with the same spelling, if it functions as a noun, it becomes content. So adjective form is content. I am content with what I have. And the noun form is content. What are the contents of that book? Same spellings, different pronunciations, different parts of speech. The next word is cuisine. 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 The next word is mostly mispronounced as dias, but actually it is days. Day and then is. Days. It's a raised platform when all the dignitaries on the days and off the days. The next word is data. The most commonly used British pronunciation is data. In American, it may be data or data. In British, normally it is data. The next word is debris or debris. The last S in the spelling is silent. So debris or debris. The next word is development. Development. The stress is on ve and the last sound is month. The last syllable is month. Normally in English, when we have ment at the end of the word, it is normally spoken as month. appointment, achievement, development, assessment. So our word here is development. The next word is dictionary. 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 If you come across a new word, if you don't know the meaning of that word, or if you want to know the pronunciation of that word, you look up in a dictionary. The next word is electricity. Electricity. The next is elite. It has another pronunciation also, elite. But the most common I have heard is elite. The next is embarrassment. Embarrassment. The stress on ba. Embarrassment. 39. Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia Britannica, you might have heard. Encyclopedia. The next word, 40, is endeavor. Endeavor. The stress on de. Endeavor. The next is engineer. I am an engineer. The stress on the last syllable, near. Engineer. Next, 42, enormous. Enormous. Huge. Enormous. 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 The next is enrich. Here the main word is rich, and en is a prefix. So in such words, the prefix is spoken as in, and the stress on the main word, enrich. The next word is entertain. Entertain. Stress on tain. 45. Etc. Etc. Stress on cetra. Second syllable. The next word is exactly. Exactly. The first syllable has ig, and then za. Exactly. Stress on the second syllable. Exact. The next word is except. Except me, everyone was present. Now compare this word with accept. I accept what you say. And also compare this with expect. To hope for something. Expect. But the word we have here is accept. It's a preposition, accept. The next word is executive. 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 The word 49 is exist. Exist. Stress on the second syllable. Exist. The next 50th word is expect. Expect. The next word is 51. Familiar. 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 I'm familiar with this. The next is fantastic. Fantastic. The first two syllables have a sound. Fantastic. And the stress is on the second syllable. Fantastic. The next is foreign. Foreign. Foreign policy. The next is the name of a subject. Geography. 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 The next is gesture. Gesture. Two syllables. Gesture. The next is gigantic. Many people pronounce it wrongly as gigantic. It is gigantic. Ga. The stress on ga. Gigantic. Huge. Gigantic. The next is hour. Hour. Some people also speak it as hour. 10 hours. 10 hours is a long time. The next is however. However, stress on ever, second syllable. The next is idea. Idea. 60, information. Information. Normally when you have tion at the end of a word, especially when a verb is converted into a noun with tion, the stress is on the second last syllable. For example, information, examination, calculation, reservation, preparation. So our word here, 60, is information. The next word is interesting. Interesting. That's an interesting topic. The stress on the first syllable. Interesting. The next is jewelry. Jewelry. The next, 63, language. 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 Stress on the first syllable. Language. Then the next is legitimate. Legitimate. Stress on the second syllable. Legitimate. Legitimate. The next word is loose. The opposite of tight. Loose. And compare this word with the next word, verb, lose. Either you win or lose. And the next word is a noun form, loss. So try to understand the difference between loose, lose, and loss. Loose is the opposite of tight. Lose is a verb. The opposite is win. And loss, the opposite is profit. So lose, lose, and loss. Next word, 68, national. This word is based on nation, and the adjective form is national. A. The first syllable has a, national. The next word is official. Official. Many words containing O in the beginning are spoken as a. For example, opponent, official, oppose. The next is particular. 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 The letter R is not spoken as we discussed earlier. Particular. The next word is personal. Personal. Now compare this with the next word, personnel. Personal and personnel, they are written differently, spoken differently. The word personal is stressed on the first syllable and personnel is stressed on the third syllable. Personnel. Personal, this is my personal problem, and personnel is related to staff, employees. Personnel. The next is persuade. Persuade. The next is photograph. Photograph. From photograph you have photographic and photography. So photograph, photography, photographic. 3 words based on photograph. The next word, 78, is pizza. 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 It is not za, pizza. It's pizza. The next is police. Here the letter O in spelling is spoken as a. Police. Because the stress is on the second syllable, E. Police. The next is political. Again, the letter O is spoken as a because the stress is on the second syllable. Political. Politician. Next word is politician. Politics. So 3 words based on the same root word: politics, political, politician. The next word is possibility, possibility. The stress is on B, like the word ability, probability, advisability. So in such words, B is stressed. Possibility. The next, 84, prolific. He is a prolific writer, stress on L, prolific. The next is pronunciation, pronunciation, and the stress is on A. Pronunciation. It is not pronunciation, it is pronunciation. The verb is pronounce, but the noun is pronunciation. The next is receipt. The P is silent. Receipt. The next is resume. To continue. Resume as a verb. And as a noun, as a synonym of curriculum vitae, it is resume. Resume. When you apply somewhere, you might have to send your resume. The next is simultaneous. Simultaneous. 2 things happening at the same time. Simultaneous. The next is specific. Specific. Stress on the second syllable. Specific. The next is statistics. Again the stress on the second syllable. Statistic. Statistic. It's the name of a subject. Statistics. Next is technique. Spoken English techniques. So technique. 93. Today. 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 Stress on the day. The next is tuition. Tuition. It's very often wrongly pronounced as tuition. It's tuition. The next is unanimous. When a decision is made with everyone agreeing, we say it is unanimous. It is a unanimous decision. The next is university. Stress on V. University. University. The next is vegetable. 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 The next is village. 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 Many words with age at the end are spoken as each, like passage, message, luggage. And our word here is village. The next is voracious. Voracious. A person who eats a lot, he is a voracious eater. And sometimes people who read a lot, for them we say they are voracious readers. The last word 100 is women. 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 Thank you very much. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe to my channel, Fluent Lingua, on YouTube. For information about our language courses, you might like to visit our website www.fluentlingua.com. I am Dharmendra Sheth from Surat. Thank you very much.